Dereck Chisora is the latest boxer to express interest in having an MMA bout. He said that if this situation in the UK with boxing gets dragged out any longer, whereby we can't return to action anytime soon, then he would look to maybe have an MMA match in Bellator. Now, apparently, Dereck Chisora has been training with MMA guys for a while now because David Haye used to train with him. And so David Haye, being Dereck Chisora's manager now, he has brought some of the methods he was using. And one of the reasons that David Haye was training with MMA guys is not just because he was interested in MMA, but also because the wrestling, the grappling aspect of it helped him in boxing. It helped him with conditioning, and it also helped him with knowing how to deal with an opponent in a clinch. How to move them back, how to offset their balance and all that kind of stuff. So now he's got Dereck Chisora working with those guys, and he has been for a long time at London Shoot Fighters. So Chisora is saying that he would like to have a go in the cage. I mean, he is a very wacky, eccentric personality. So you hear a lot of boxers saying they'd like to have a go in MMA. And with a lot of them, you don't believe them. But when it comes to Dereck Chisora, I think most of us actually believe that he probably is serious when he says he'd like to have a go in the cage. Now, not having ever seen Dereck Chisora grappling, most of us would probably think he wouldn't last very long and get taken down and choked out or submitted quickly. But you never know. Maybe he's got some hidden talent. Maybe he's actually not bad on the mat. Is there any sparring footage of Dereck Chisora with those London Shoot Fighter guys that could get leaked onto the internet? Probably not. But if there is, I'd like to see it, because I've always been a fan of these crossover fights. But I've always wanted to see a fighter who's still somewhere close to his prime. I'm talking about a boxer here who's still somewhere close to his prime going into MMA, rather than these washed up boxers who are way, way over the hill, like Ray Mercer, James Toney, people like that. Doesn't really mean much when they go over into MMA for me. But when you've got a guy who's still somewhere close to the peak of his powers, that would mean more. Now, with Dereck Chisora, really and truly, you would think that he's past his best. And maybe when we look back on Dereck Chisora's career in hindsight, when it's all over, we will look at this period and think, actually, yeah, he was past his best. Time will tell. But he's had some decent wins, I guess, over the past couple years. He's coming off a knockout victory over David Price. Before that, he knocked out Artur Spilka. Before that, he beat what's that guy called now? I forget the name of the guy that he beat. That little guy who ran around the ring and fought southpaw most of the fight. Can't remember his name. Before that, obviously, he got knocked out by Dillian Whyte. And before the Dillian Whyte fight, wasn't it the Takam fight? Was there somebody in between? And Takam was probably Dereck Chisora's best official win of his career. I say official because some people feel like he beat Dillian Whyte in the first fight, and most people feel like he beat Robert Helenius when they fought. So, yeah, Dereck Chisora right now still seems to have a decent amount of ability as a fringe contender in the heavyweight division. So he having an MMA match at this point would be, to me, more relevant and more exciting than when James Toney went over there, or when Ray Mercer went over there. Obviously, they fought in UFC rather than in Bellator, but I don't really think it matters much, because when you have these crossover fights, the boxer is not going to fight the best MMA guy out there, So people say that UFC has got better fighters than Bellator. Well, Bellator, the top Bellator guy should still be able to beat any boxer, right? So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about Dereck Chisora possibly stepping into the octagon to have an MMA match in Bellator. Let me know, people. It's having them out.
Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.